recap us from last session from a few weeks ago.
Well, last session we started off after we had, I suppose, released the three bandits or whatever that we'd interrogated, and we continued to search the hideout, keep, whatever it is. Fought some more bandits, and one of them ran off somewhere we don't know, and then we kept going through some rooms, and we came across this, I guess this wizard guy. I can't remember his description, but he basically said he could see the fates, and couldn't see how Histus had thought we could fix the timeline or whatever thing. So he just spent like a decent amount of time just berating us. Just what's the word I'm looking for? Being condescending. So anyway, he teleported away, and so now we're in the room with this big armor guy, and but that's mostly it. If I'm not mistaken.
Sounds about right.
That's about it in a nutshell, anyway.
I do remember the big armor dude.
Alrighty then. Alright, so. Let me pull up the map.
Okay. Tried to find it earlier, but I couldn't, so.
It's okay. I will reshare.
Right, there it is.
It will take a moment for it to load, don't worry.
Right. Yes.
Yes, you find yourself standing in the room with this giant man, wielding a glaive, as you recall.
Oh, yeah. Glaive.
And he will stand kind of stoically at you. And you'll see him kind of look up, almost towards the ceiling. But in a kind of a looking off into the middle distance kind of way.
Glocktor will pipe up with his question he asked him earlier. Who was Godfrey to you?
He will make no response to that. He seems to be focused on what he is doing at the moment.
What if we tell him the password?
You could try.
Would any of our characters have any inkling about what he may be doing right now, or
just... No.
All right.
No, it is beyond you.
Okay.
And you will see him. He will see it in turn, and you'll see him slowly unlock and open the door.
Mm-hmm.
And inside the room, you see the room is fairly dark. It's lit only from the light outside. You see a disheveled man, long hair, muddy and twisted and knotted, dirty, kind of hobbled in a corner, just kind of rocking and kind of like he doesn't look well.
He's alive though.
He does. Yes, he is alive. He is completely alive. You can tell that. But he seems how do I phrase this? He has not been well maintained or taken care of, to say the least. It is very dirty, incredibly dirty. The room is dark. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of light, or really kind of any place to bed. Just a little bit of hay. Basically straw to lay down on. It's fairly rough conditions.
Can we make out what the guy looks like, or is it too dark to really get facial features?
Let's see. Who all has dark vision?
Yep.
Everybody
I do.
sees Jalu.
Chungus does. Anybody else?
Yeah, Galactor does.
I'm pretty sure Jalu's the only one that doesn't.
Yeah,
Want me to light up the torch for you?
yeah, that's fine.
All right. Let's see. You all would recognize this gentleman. There are statues of him in the capital. You saw him a few days ago.
Hmm.
He was giving a speech.
Hmm.
It's a very good speech.
I don't know about that.
So we found our king.
Mhm.
You do realize he looks a lot more gaunt. His eyes, there's very dark. You all can make out the fact that he's got very dark bags underneath his eyes. His hair is in a horrible state. He's covered in dirt and mud and what do you assume is feces and stuff like that. He doesn't look well. But more importantly, you notice he's sitting there and he's just kind of rocking back and forth. He's made no acknowledgement that the door has been open or anything.
All right. If Jalu starts walking forward, does the guy there in
Yes.
heavy armor respond?
He does not, but you start to hear echoing through the walls. Actually, you know what? You stepped forward. Make a perception check for hearing, please.
Okay.
Okay. You can hear a laughter, a cackling of laughter. But it doesn't appear like you realize as you listen, it's not emanating from inside. It just seems to be all around you.
That's kind of unnerving.
You hear and you hear the phrase, "As I had hoped. You believed you would come and rescue the king. A broken king is useless to you. I have succeeded. My servants have done all I have asked." That's hard to talk that way. I will show you just how broken a king can be.
Jalu readies himself for battle.
Okay.
I grip my bone tighter.
Okay.
Galactor
I need you
flexes
all
his
to make
muscles harder.
I need you all to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Nice.
You know, the guy who actually has Khan as a.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Chungus actually, I think you have an advantage to that, don't you, as a barbarian? Or is that not yet?
I think I have a Dex saving throw advantage.
Oh, that's right. You have uncanny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or-
danger sense.
Yeah. It's not con. Okay. All right. Galactor, as the only one who failed, you begin to feel very, very nauseous. The world begins to spin around you. Everybody else, the world begins to kind of warp. It's kind of like looking out into haze above a black asphalt. That kind of haze. And the entire room begins to look that way. Galactor, you become visibly ill. Galactor turns a darker shade of green. And you make it, and it's very hard for you to remain standing. As the world begins to kind of, like the walls begin to kind of ripple and move. The ground beneath you does the same. The man in front of you, he becomes almost fuzzy in his appearance. Almost like you're looking at him like somebody was moving a camera and took a picture. He becomes that.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Can we still like see close up like
The world is becoming very like your vision is becoming very very
obscured?
yeah, like you make out no details, like everything, like and the world begins to feel like it's closing in around you.
Can Galactor put his hand out to try to grab like Chungish's shoulder since he's next to him?
Sure. Make a yeah. Let's see. What do I have you make for that? So make an athletics check because that's just kind of like reaching out. You know where your hands are at. Yeah. All right. So you gotta hold a Chungus. You're kind of leaning on Chungus to stay upright.
Pretty low.
Well, yeah. I mean, basically, he's kind of using you like a cane. All right. So you're like a walking stick.
I mean, I figured I'm kind of stooped over because he says I feel
You
physically
are,
ill.
but I mean,
So that's
you
why I-
are, but you're also 3 feet taller than he is.
Yeah. So stooping over is still probably.
I'm just gonna start try to like push him and stabilize him.
Okay, so you're able to do so. As you do this, the world around you begins to glow a bright red.
Hmm.
It almost like everything begins to turn to a red and purple and crimson color.
Hmm.
And before you realize it, you find yourself standing in amongst this field. The walls and the floor are gone, and this is where you stand.
Oh my.
You can look up into the sky, and the sky is filled of dark and red clouds, this red kind of hazy mist all around you. It is hot, oppressively hot. Like a humid hot. Like the weight of the air is around you, compressing on you. Not so hot that you're gonna die, but it is very, very oppressive here. You can see
Does
streets.
it smell like sulfur?
No. I mean, nice thought, but yeah. And you see streaks of lightning careen across the sky, and you see them strike into mountains, and just it is just a hellacious wasteland.
Hmm. Okay.
Surely this can't be real.
And then you hear a voice. I have shown you how broken a king can be. And it kind of it almost echoes from the sky like a thunderous roar, like a thunder ripple through the sky.
Jelly just kind of looks around, bewildered.
Chuckin's just sort of taking in the sights as well. Just kind of
Galactor is
speechless.
holding back his lunch.
What did you have for lunch, by the way?
Probably rations or whatnot because it was a couple days travel here.
Alrighty, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. A second one.
Oof.
Ooh, that's not good. And as the world kind of like, as your vision begins to kind of focus in on around you, you notice you're not alone.
Is that so?
You notice the knight, the man in the armor with the glaive is standing there. You notice trees around you are on fire. Yes, those are on fire. He does not seem to be bothered by this at all.
Mm-hmm.
What's his demeanor seem to be?
He is standing kind of, he's kind of pulled down from that, and he's standing there just looking at you all with his glaive in his hands. And you hear the rumble in the clouds again. Now you will die in here, or face eternity. You can decide, but you can never escape now. And you see the guard raise his glaive, and with that, I need initiative.
Oh boy. Wow.
We're doing
Oh,
good,
man.
guys.
30s.
Chungus
just
can
kidding.
go.
I think we're gonna go first. Definitely.
Hey, I'm just trying to get my bad rolls out early.
Chungus will
Hey,
go
somebody
first.
did go first.
All right.
Alright, Chungus. You see a man standing before you wielding a giant glaive. He is in giant armor, and you are standing in the pits of hell. The
not
world,
that bad.
the world around you is basically on fire. You have never seen anything like this. The thunder and the lightning are as great as anything you've ever experienced in your entire life. It sounds like the voices of God are screaming at you, basically.
This is fun.
All right. I got one last rage left. And I think I will use it.
Could be useful. Alrighty.
Just kind of invigorated by this crazy place.
Yes. You see where you've been dropped off. You also notice there are pools of lava. There are some trees that are just eternally burning, as you see them in the picture, or on the map. The ground is cracked and jagged, and you see fissures off in the distance that'll open up and close up. It is the pits of hell, and you are there.
But I have the high ground, Anakin.
Actually, you don't. It's all flat land right now. There is a rock to your right if you'd like to go jump on that, or one of the giant burning trees.
No.
But here's the question: Did you turn her against him?
You have
Depends what you
done
mean by
that
her.
yourself.
You have brought peace and stability to your new empire. Anyway,
Only a black god deals in absolutes. All right. Anyway.
All right, enough.
enough making analogies to the best movie in that trilogy, and the best section of that movie.
I think it's a three-way tie for worst.
It's not. That one's better than the first two. Mainly because of that section right there.
Chungus is gonna charge in and make as mighty of a swing as he can.
All right. I need you, before you make that movement, I need you to make an athletics check to try and move across the ground, as the ground ripples underneath you. Good enough. So you come running along. You can feel fissures open up and the ground shake. It's almost like being on sand, almost like being on quicksand, except for it feels like solid rock as you run over. You all notice this, by the way. You can also notice spots where he puts his foot down and the ground will crack, and it'll almost give off a steam or a smoke from where he puts his feet.
Probably because I'm just so heavy.
Yes, that's what it is. All right, Chungus.
Here's the attack.
That
Oof.
misses as you smash into his plate, but it does not seem to affect him. He kind of steps back a little bit and then pulls his glaive and readies his glaive. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think I'm good.
Okay. You will see. Let me see. You'll see him raise his glaive, and you see him reach out, and he runs his hand across the blade of his glaive, and his glaive begins to glow, and he rears it back, and he swings it at you. And he misses as you. Whew. You need to make a strength saving throw for me, please. Okay. Spell DC. If I just spell DC. Alrighty. You basically you hear this as it comes across right in front of your chest. You hear this clap of thunder, whoa, and you feel this incredible force. And it basically you see the rocks beside you go flying backwards, and you hunch over and are able to just barely hold back from the blast that just struck you in the chest. You do, however, not take damage.
Nice.
And then he will raise his glaive up again. And hit. As he slashes across your chest for 5 points of damage. As the glaive does not glow this time. It does not crack. Jalu, you are up.
Okay. Do I have enough movement to move up to him in the one turn?
You would if you make it.
All right.
An athletics
Charlie's
check.
going to try to make his way over there.
Give me an athletics check.
We're not.
Let's see. Just good enough. As you run, you see a small fissure open up, and your foot drops into that fissure, but you're able to roll and get yourself free without breaking your leg, and land and be able to kind of pop up at the feet of the Blackguard.
Okay.
You just barely made it.
Nice. Let me. I guess we just go ahead and attack. Make sure I'm targeting him.
That misses.
Okay. I guess key point to do flurry of blows,
If you'd like.
bringing me to 0.
You shouldn't need any more than that.
Mm-hmm.
That misses. That misses.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Welp.
This is fine.
Ellie, you're
Everything's
up.
burning.
Well, seeing how they're having such difficulty hitting him, I don't expect I'm going to do too much better. So, what Ellie will do is pull the Gem of Brightness from her belt pouch and pointing it at Mr. Glaive over there, activate I believe it's the second thing, to shoot fire a brilliant beam of light at one creature I can see within 60 feet of me, attempting to get him right in the eye with the hand laser, and he has to make a DC 15 con save.
Alrighty. Does that require you to roll an attack on that one?
Nope.
No. Okay. DC 15 con. Save.
Yep. Asshole.
I rolled it in the open.
Okay. So, moving doesn't seem like a great idea, so I'm going to not.
I mean, you
yeah.
can move. All right, Galactor, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. As your stomach feels, as you can taste the rations in your throat.
Hold on before I what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm actually going to burn my Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on this saving throw.
Okay. Alrighty, give me a saving throw. You just are able to keep your lunch down. And don't go into a fit of vomiting.
Gotcha. Am I able to do anything, or am I still?
You are free to move. You're free to make an action. You're free to have your turn.
All right. So looks like I'm going to try to cast a Chaos Bolt towards him.
Okay. That misses.
All right, and I will end my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna get the little down arrow.
There you go.
All right, Chungus, it comes back to you, buddy.
Let's see. Do I want a reckless attack? Yes.
Alright then.
There we go.
That hits. All right, so you crack him in the chest with your hammer. You can feel, but you do notice as you hit him, he doesn't even move. He doesn't even flinch. He takes it, but he like you would expect. You feel like you crushed into him, and would have knocked him completely flat, but say he just kind of takes it. But you do seem to actually do hit him. Not in the same way not in the same way it happened the last time, where you just didn't really do anything. This time you feel like a good solid hit, but he doesn't even have to step back and brace himself against the blow.
So like it hurt him, but he didn't like flinch or anything.
Exactly.
What you made of? Stone?
He does not give a reply.
Stone doesn't speak either.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. Good job.
Oh, okay. You see him take his hand and run across the blade of his glaive again, and you see him raise it up high this time. And he strikes down at you.
Oh my.
Ooh,
Ow.
he's not done.
Of course not.
Ah, shit, I did this away. Damn you. Ah, that's not how I want to do that. I should have done that as an effect. Okay, well, that's fine. Whatever, I'll do it this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I need you to make a. I believe it is a Constitution. Yes, make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Ugh.
That's not good.
No, it is not.
Because you're now blinded as this giant beam, as the glaive comes in and hits you, there's this brilliantness right in your eyes, as bright as the sun or the moon god, just peering into your face. You also take 13 points of radiant damage as it strikes you right in the face. Mm-hmm. Jalou, you are up.
All right. We're going to try this again.
That misses.
Okay. I think I can only do the bonus action attack when her. Hang on. My brain is. Hang on a second. Use the attack. Okay, no, it's just when you use it. Okay. Just wanted to double check.
I'm confused.
I
His
forgot
offhand.
I did it before I could
Oh.
use the unarmed strike. Yeah. I miss
Yeah.
anyways. So.
Ellie,
Dice want us dead tonight.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
Chungus, did you take off the damage for the radiant as well?
Oh, it didn't update automatically.
No, it didn't work. Cause I
I got
I had to do it a different way. It gets put in the system as a basically it's like sneak attack damage. You have to run the effect. I can't just like
that.
roll it
Should
straight.
be 37.
Mm-hmm. It also doesn't help that you're down 2 players.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
All right, so seeing that we're having a bit of a struggle here, Ellie is going to raise her holy symbol and say a prayer as she condemns the glaive-wielding guardsman to his grave with Channel Divinity Path to the Grave, so that the next creature that hits him before the end of my next turn, he has vulnerability against the damage.
Okay.
Do I have anything I can do with bonus actions? Doesn't look like it.
I do not have vulnerability. Okay. Vulnerability is just max damage, so it's
So
not.
that's my something like that, yeah. So that's my action.
Cool deal. All right, Galactor, you're up.
All right. I'm going to cast Hold Person on him and see if it works.
It does not.
You rolled pretty well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
+5 didn't help either.
You didn't even need the +5.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, he didn't.
And that would be my turn.
All right, Chungus, I need you to make a con saving throw.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 7.
Mm.
Yeah.
You still can't see. You can just hear, and that is all. You are still blinded.
All right, I'm gonna fumble around in my pack and grab a potion of healing and drink it.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you know where it's at. Your character would be smart enough to pack stuff in a diligent fashion. It's relatively easy to find.
All right.
So you can take your potion of healing. Okay, and for vulnerability, it just doubles the damage. Alright, you get back 6 HP. Good job. You're a little farther away from being in hell. Sorta.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you're already in hell, but, you know.
Yeah, technically. That's what I was saying. Alright.
You're going to hell. Well, here we are.
Going to hell!
Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think there's any much else I can do.
Alrighty. Seeing as you're
Hit me with your
blinded,
best shot.
the knight will run his hand across his blade again, and he will turn to Jalu. You see his glaive glow again. You see him strike down. He actually strikes the ground, and a giant piece of rock comes flying up past you. And you hear this loud crack of thunder that shakes you to your core. And then he will attack again. And the wind, like, it's so hard it almost takes your breath away as it comes careening right in front of your nose. You get the impression if that would have hit you, it would have decapitated your head.
Wow.
Damn Vorpal Glaive.
I know, right?
It's not that bad. Jalu, you're up.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Nope.
You are correct.
Crit.
Hey,
Woohoo.
he still has
Okay.
vulnerability on this damage.
Also, I want to expend a superiority die to try and disarm him. Disarming attack. So,
1 second.
should I just resolve the damage first, or?
I want to
It's
check
been-
something. Okay, so. Special kindness. In the 5 minutes.
Basically, it has to make a strength saving throw, DC 13.
Right, hang on though.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember if that can be done, or if that has to be done like a special feature.
Well, he has the.
Well, no,
is
I
it?
mean, like, I don't know if that's an action, or like a bonus action, or what.
Oh, well, I couldn't use- it just says when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to disarm the target.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And it's a what kind of save?
It's a strength saving throw, DC 13.
Yeah, no.
No, it succeeds. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you try and knock his glaive out of hand, and you almost break your wrist trying to do that.
yikes. All right. Well, it's
So
worth
he
a shot.
takes 20 points of damage.
All
As he
right.
doubles that damage. So, congratulations. So, you strike into him, and you kind of... You don't really find a weak spot, but you feel like you can ripple his armor a little bit. It kind of
Mhm.
does a
Bring him
little.
up a bit.
Yeah, kind of rough him up a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Ellie, you're up.
Already? Oof. This is it's not a good sign. That means we're not rolling a lot of damage.
No.
Well, you also point out the fact that one of your characters is blind.
He'll,
Must have
got
He'll get better?
he'll get better.
Just relying on pure damage here. My character, anyway.
Alright, so. Jeez. Such limited options. God, he's probably got a good wisdom saving throw, too.
Yeah, I already found that out.
Yeah. It's, I mean,
Plus
as a
5.
player, I know what he is, so he would have a decent one. I will. I won't jinx it by saying anything else other than I'll try the Gem of Brightness again to try to shoot him in the eyes with my laser pointer.
You're trying to blind him again. It is a con saving throw, correct?
DC 15 con, yes.
No.
Sheesh.
So you almost blind Chungus again as it bounces off his helmet and lands like right at Chungus's nose, and like Chungus's nose starts to kind of smoke a little bit from the heat.
I'm going to use my move action to twiddle my thumbs and pass.
Oh boy.
All right, Galactor, you're up.
All right. Well, Galactor feels that if he brought us to a plane of existence that's fire everywhere, fire is not going to work on him.
You don't know.
Only one way to find out, right?
Right.
Pretty much.
He doesn't seem to be. You will notice that he does not seem to be. How do I phrase this? He does not seem to be demonic or anything like that of nature.
Gotcha.
He seems to be more of flesh and blood, if that helps.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my last second spell slot to cast Scorching Ray at him, and so I'll throw all 3 at him, and then we'll see how many damage rolls, if any, I have to do.
Yeah, let's do that.
1.
Yeah, you hit him once. He takes 10 points of damage
Good
as
roll.
you kind of roast into him, and the metal begins to kind of heat red from the ray. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? Move or anything like that?
No, I think I'll be right here.
All right, Chungus. First off, your nose is really hot. Don't ask why. Second of all, I need a Constitution saving throw to see if you can kind of get the fog out of your eyes.
Okay.
Good enough. You're able to
Nice.
like the it's still kind of bright. It's kind of like waking up in a light, but you can kind of blink your eyes a bunch, and you can kind of see now.
Ha! Told you it'd get better.
I called Peta.
Oh me.
So did he ever get the health from the healing potion?
He did.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just took it back.
Yeah, he's not completely almost dead now.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorta.
Kinda. Just
Mm,
a
debatable.
little more than halfway now.
It's only half.
Yeah, that's like
Mm.
it's like a half full glass.
I mean, with rage.
Yeah, there's that
I
resistance.
guess.
I mean,
Anyways,
you
Chungus will
only need
blink his
one.
eyes a few times. He's gonna shake his head and swing at the blackguard.
Kaduki? Why the disadvantage? Oh,
Oh, I still have the.
yeah. That hits anyway. Hang on. Sorry, I forgot I didn't automatically reduce.
Oh, whoops.
There you go. I got rid of the blind. You're good. Go ahead and roll your damage. You did hit anyway. You hit
What's
even with
this
disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hallelujah.
You strike him again. Again, he basically doesn't even sway from the hit. Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, if at first you don't succeed, hit it again. But I don't have extra attack, so.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. Does he attack Jalu again, or does he go back at Chungus? He will attack Jalu again. You'll see him run his hand across his glaive again, and it will glow almost a white color.
Mm-hmm.
And hit.
Hmm.
That's gonna be an owie.
Mm-hmm.
It is, because I'm fixing to just go do everything the way it's supposed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Well,
You fall unconscious. It's basically, you see him strike
Hello.
down, and it comes down and hits you in the chest. And as it impacts on your chest, this loud crack of thunder, and you are blown to the ground unconscious. You're basically ragdoll back. 10 feet. Galactor, you basically see, coming right at you, you see you see Jalu just fly back in a ragdoll and just land in a heap. And then he will swing and hit Chungus. For 5 points of damage as he comes around and swings and slashes across Chungus. For 2 points of damage? 2 points of damage, yes. Jalu is unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie.
Stable.
He could also get better.
I could.
What's the distance from me to them?
About 25 feet.
So what would it take to try to get to Jalu or Chungus?
You would have to make an athletics check to go across,
I
or you can make an
see,
or you can make an acrobatics check if you want to try and jump around it.
Seems like a terrible idea for me.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
No, you're incorrect. Those are my worst rolls.
But they're not negative modifiers, so like, quit crying.
Well, fuck it. I'll try to get to, how does this system work? Alright, there's no pointer in this one. So I'm trying to get to, basically to Chungus's, trying to get to here.
There's a pointer.
Nonsense. That's drawing. So athletics or acrobatics? I guess
Doesn't matter, pick one.
athletics. Hey,
You make it.
she manages to dip, dodge, dive, duck, and dodge all the way over to Chungus. And I will, well, there's no attempting. I will cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Could be worse.
Could be.
Um,
Could have been a 1.
I have no bonus action to do, so Gloctor.
Alright, Gloctor, you're up. What
Right,
do-
Glocktor would like to move up to here. So
Okay.
I know that's a athletics.
Yes, please. Good enough. You make it.
All right, so he's going to burn 2 of his sorcery points for Quicken Spell.
Mm-hmm.
And cast Chaos Spell.
Okay. That hits.
Nice.
Alright, for 13 points of damage. Alright, it strikes him.
And as an action, I would like to take one of my potions out of my bag and try to get Jalu to drink it.
Okay, you'd like to force feed Jalu a potion. Okay, go for it.
All right, do I need to be the one who rolls the
Yes.
dice?
Yes, please.
+2, right? Or
Mhm.
plus. So Jalu, you get 6 health.
Hooray! Can survive maybe one more turn of it.
You are no longer unconscious or stable.
Nice.
Anything else?
That should be it.
Chungus? Your wounds have healed slightly. The magic from Ellie has healed you. What do you do?
It's better than nothing, I guess.
Something to keep you going.
Yeah.
Hey, that's 18 points of health. With rage?
Yeah, that was the big thing. Is I don't want his rage to stop.
Yeah. Anyways. Make my attack.
Hit
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
for 12 points of damage as you strike into him.
Very good.
Make a perception check.
Perception.
No.
Nothing.
Your eyes still burn with the light.
I perceive nothing.
You're still a little fuzzy from the blinding and the fact that your nose is still kind of smoking slightly and it's getting in your face.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep, clearly. Exactly what it is. You will see the Blackguard run his hand across his glaive. This time it turns black.
Hmm.
Clearly, he did it wrong.
Yep.
But he misses.
It's a miscast.
Yeah, clearly. And he will bring it back up and swing at you again. And he will miss again.
Wow.
Jalu, you have regained consciousness.
Okay.
You still very much hurt. You wake up and find yourself 10 feet away from the Blackguard.
Mm-hmm. Jalu's going to try to get to his feet here. Very, probably kind of slowly.
Shocking nobody.
And if he has enough movement to move up here. And try one last ditch effort to attack. Not.
Oh.
Miss. And miss again.
Ah.
A valiant effort from a valiant hero. I mean, to be fair, you just regained consciousness. Ellie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just a little out of it still.
Yeah.
Getting pretty low on spell slots here.
Mm.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm not gonna burn anymore right now, I guess, so I'm going to
Okay.
cantrips.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's
Not that important, huh?
well, I'm down to one of each,
Mm.
so. That's just ability checks. Alright, so I guess, fuck. Wisdom save it is. Casting Toll the Dead.
Okay. Have at it.
Mhm.
Is that really what I want? Fuck it.
Nope.
He barely succeeds.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really do anything else right now, so.
Subreason.
Galactic.
Alright, somebody who can actually do something, go.
Well, Galactor is completely out of spell slots.
Damn it.
Guess it's melee time, huh?
I mean, I have cantrips and I have melee, and Galactor feels he'll at least try one cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, he takes 8 points damage.
Bees and fire resistant.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, well. This shot.
All right, Chungus.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep wailing on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or not.
Okay. All right. You'll see him run his hand across his blade again. This time it comes a bright blue with almost like lightning coming out of it. That's not what I wanted to do there. You don't get that.
Secrets.
Here we go.
Much better. That hits.
I thought you said better.
Yeah, I know, right?
So he strikes Chungus. And you feel the glaive cut into your chest, and the tip almost explodes inside you. It ripples down into your core. Everything hurts. It's basically almost like it feels like your body's being blown apart.
Damn.
But you survive. And then he swings again. Just past you. The air almost knocks you over. He swings so hard.
That probably would have brought me down if it had hit.
Minimum damage, yes, it would have. Jalou, you're up.
Okay, well, nothing left to do but take a stab at it.
Nice.
All right, he takes 5 points of damage. You smack him with your quarterstaff, and you miss with your offhand. It doesn't seem to have any effect. Ellie, you're up.
Y'all are looking pretty rough.
You don't say.
I still don't want Chungus to go down, so I guess I'll use my last.
Forbidden chunks.
I'll use my last first level spell slot for Cure Wounds again.
Okay. Hey!
Pretty decent.
Nice.
That should keep you going for at least a couple more rounds, hopefully.
Hi, Monk.
I still don't have any bonus actions or anything I can do, so.
Alright. Then Galactor, you're up.
Alright, well, my +7 to spells compared to +5 with dagger or +4 with greatsword seems a lot better, so I will still keep slinging firebolt at him.
Hit.
Just keep doing that, and eventually we'll take him down.
He
Yes.
takes 3 points of damage.
Death by a million
There
singes.
we go. Now everything's working.
Alright,
again.
Chungus, you're up.
Alright, you know the drill.
Mm-hmm. Miss.
Miss! So anticlimactic. You will
Yeah, I
see
know,
him
right?
run his hand across his weapon again. This time it glows a bright white color. And he misses completely.
Glaive goes flying into the burning forest.
The tree beside you is chopped down in half.
Damn.
Nice.
He will swing again, though.
Of course you will.
And hit.
Oh. Shit.
Wow.
Boom.
Oof.
He hits you. The light, basically, and you see Chungus disappear in a blinding white light. You all have to shield your eyes from the glow. It is so bright and so intense.
Is there a mattress I can throw on it?
Jalou,
Good times.
I need you to make a con saving throw.
Oh boy, fun.
I assume I'm not doing anything as I'm arrived way too late.
Yeah, hold that thought.
Okay.
You are blinded.
Yikes.
You didn't want to see anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do? You cannot see the light. All you see is basically this after image of like you basically ingrained in your eyes right now is the singing of this glaive hitting Chungus, and that is it. And you can't get rid of it.
Okay.
What do
So I
you
was
do?
gonna try and fumble around, grab a potion of healing, and chug it.
Okay.
So
you could do that. You keep your pack welcome.
it's +4, right?
2d4
Plus
plus 2.
+2. Okay.
Yeah.
My brain was.
Yeah, person's 2d. Okay. You take 8 points back. Nice. So it reinvigorates you. Anything else you'd like to try and do? Completely.
That was an
blinded.
action, right?
Yes. Completely invisible as you,
Okay.
completely blinded as you stay in this hellscape.
I guess Jolly's just gonna be trying to,
Clear your eyes.
clear his eyes, basically. I was gonna say rub his eyes, but it's like I don't know if that's the right word to use there.
She got some clear eyes.
I mean, technically,
Nice.
yeah. Rub your eyes to get the spots out of them. Blink
Oh,
really
yeah.
fast.
Ellie, you are up.
1 minus 8 after these.
So.
By the way, you need to make a con saving throw, please.
Sure.
Yes,
That's a thing I can fail.
Yep.
Just like everybody else has been failing.
Probably.
Let's see. What is it? I'm pretty sure you failed, but I just want to double check before I say you did. I'm gonna be nice. Let's see. Yes, you failed.
Okay.
You're blinded as well.
I didn't need that vision.
No, not at all.
Well.
How about them TPKs?
Sun's getting real low there, guys. um. So, I suppose does Chungus want to get back up? More of a player question, I suppose.
Does the dying man want to not die?
Well, I can't see to target, right?
No.
But I can. I literally just touched him to heal him, so I know where he's at or where he fell.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to kneel down to find his body and use Healing Hands, the Asimar trait.
I just imagine you like fumbling around and just like reaching or like going and like you grab the Blackguard's foot and then you feel Chungus's foot or Jalu's foot and you're like, oh wait, there's Chungus.
Yeah, totally. After tying the Blackguard's shoelaces together.
Yep.
That you can't see.
No, but I'm really experienced at tying knots. So Healing Hands on Chungus, give him 4 hit points back.
Okay, Chungus is no longer dying.
What a shame.
I believe that also kills his rage.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure. Well, what does it say cancels the rage?
Let me double check.
I'm assuming dropping unconscious does. I'm just.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah.
if you're knocked
If
unconscious.
you're knocked unconscious, I was pretty certain it did. So Chungus is no longer raging, but he's not dead.
Yet.
It's gone yet.
Plenty of time to go.
It's not over yet. By the way, Chungus, you are
Ah.
blocked. You don't even get con save on this one.
Fun.
I still have nothing else I can do in conjunction with an action. So
All right, Galactor, make a con save, but you have advantage because you were far enough away that you weren't completely engulfed by the bright light that just engulfed Chungus. You succeed. You are not blinded. So you see Chungus kind of restored with a little bit of health. Ellie is blind and can't figure out what's going on. Ellie's on the ground and like fumbling around, and you see Jalu like completely just kind of out of it. What do you do?
Whew.
Doctor wants to Conan the Barbarian, the Great Sword, into the stew's chest. I know, I'm kidding.
You can try it.
Right.
Roll for it.
No, I'm probably going to hit it with another firebolt.
Okay. Hit. Damn. You should have been catching these the entire time. Clearly,
Right?
for 4 points of damage.
sorcerer we need, but not the one we deserve.
Yeah,
Nope.
at least
The only one who's not gone down or taken a substantial amount of damage outside of the healer who's been in the back the entire time.
Not the entire time, but
Well, most of it, yeah. But
until needed.
when you're staying behind the monk and the barbarian who's been absolutely just beat to hell.
I mean, everything I want to do is what Galactor would do, but I can't do that because I know what sorcerers need to do.
Go with your heart.
Go with your character. It might work.
Yeah, but that's so cliche. What's what my character would do? And I just hate that saying.
All right, Ellie,
Yes.
Chungus, and Jalu. I need you all to make con saving throws for me, please, right now.
Oh boy.
Okay. Here comes the fail. Yep.
Naturally.
All right, so Chungus, your vision begins to clear, and you begin to actually be able to see stuff. Jalu begins to see stuff. And what you notice is something... You notice the fire behind you all. Begin to kind of almost like it begins to kind of whip around. And then it almost seems like something's moving. And then you can almost see something. And just then, all of a sudden, you see a white horse with a man in bright gold armor come riding out of the fire. And he's wielding a giant glowing sword in one hand. And you see him swing down, and just as he begins to make contact, you see a puff of smoke envelop the Blackguard, and he vanishes.
I didn't see any of that.
No, you saw none of this. You hear the horse, and you hear the horse coming by, and you hear the trumple, and you see the man stand riding on top of this horse in this bright, ornate golden armor, an incredible, immaculate armor, in this kind of weird hellscape. He stands, and you see the horse rear up, and he's wielding this giant, like kind of almost like an impressive greatsword in his right hand, and it's glowing a bluish gold color.
Are you from around here?
You see the man lift up his visor, and you've seen the man before.
Yeah.
You saw him, well, just a little bit before you arrived in this hellscape, and you saw him give a speech a couple days ago.
The fake king has returned from the Crusades.
Arise, Sir Robin!
Sir Robin of Roxbury.
And he will look at you. Why are you here? You do not belong here.
What do you mean?
You'll see him take off his helmet. His long, kind of flowing locks. His chiseled good looks. He goes, why are you in my mind?
We are not here of our own accord. We were
And-
sent here.
About that time, your eyes begin to clear.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Son Yu, why are you here, though?
We came seeking you. She's kind of rubbing her eyes and like put her shield away so that she can try to clear her vision.
Why would you come to my mind seeking me?
Oh, because you were lost in the material plane, I imagine.
But I am always here. You're in my mind.
And now it's time for your mind to return back to your body.
As you can see, that is not doable. My mind is in my body, but you can see the shape of it.
Perhaps you don't know the state of yourself outside of this place, then.
All I know is that my mind is... this hellscape has been turned into such. What of it?
He starts
Your,
a clicker.
your gotta get those points up so you can buy the next auto clicker, man.
Oh,
Your
sorry.
mind has become so distracted and brought inwards that you're completely neglecting your body and the world.
As you can see, that is not exactly the case.
What can be done?
Only the restoration of my mind. The removal of this hellscape.
What?
Cast lesser restoration.
The man looks amused, at to say the least.
I wouldn't actually cast it because it's not an effect that it can cure.
Mm-hmm.
But I will, Seems kind of lost in thought, kind of, holding her holy symbol in one hand, tapping it against her chin as she's, looking at the king and thinking.
You see the king begin to turn and ride and like walk away.
Ellie's just gonna kind of walk after him.
Okay. What does everybody else do?
Jelly's still trying to catch his breath a little bit from that fight, but once he's kind of regained his composure for the most part, he'll follow Ellie.
By the way, Drakes are up 10-1.
Nice.
That's what I was doing on the other side.
Oh, okay.
That's where all the clicking was from.
Ah.
I was trying to get the stream open.
Hmm.
I forgot he was doing that.
So that black guard, he said in a puff of smoke, right? There's nothing behind.
Exactly. Like he was like your character remembers. You've seen that puff of smoke before.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. was from earlier, like way earlier in the campaign when there were like bandits and they were like getting poofed away.
You've seen it a couple. Yes, you've seen it a couple times actually. Yes.
Okay. Yep, figured as much.
Does the king look like that he's going towards a clearing, a settlement, or he just riding off?
He just seems to be walking off. You don't see anything in that journal. Like everything just looks like hell.
Mm.
Like it looks like hell in all directions, as far as you can tell.
I see.
I guess for all intents and purposes, we need to follow.
Yeah, as seems like the party's hesitating or whatever. At some point, Ellie's gonna glance back over her shoulder and kind of turn and walking backwards, call out saying, "Are you all coming? He is the one we've been looking for. He's getting away."
Yeah, I'll go.
Gallad is already on my.
Chungus is just following everyone else.
All right, so y'all are just following him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you see him riding along on his white steed. It is a pristine white horse.
You really want us to know that's all white, don't you?
Yes, I do. It's my statement of it is a pristine white horse.
Racist.
Hey,
In contrast to the hellacious hellspawn that you all are in, he is riding a pristine white horse.
fair.
I mean, I live in Florida. This is pretty much just a artist's rendition of what life is currently like.
Mm-hmm.
It's not New York.
Jeez.
It's the Chop Zone in Seattle.
Oh my.
Sorry. Anyway, so he takes off riding. You all just gonna follow continuously?
If we can keep up.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna struggle. He's keeping along at a decent little trot.
Gloctor asks, where are you heading to?
Can we ask him to slow down?
He will. He goes, I am returning to the center of my mind. The only bastion I have left.
I would like to accompany you, Your Majesty.
Does it happen to have an exit door?
Yeah, how do we get out of here? How did we get in here in the first place?
Oh, hi, Bart Earn. Where were you?
Oh boy.
I've been around. Here, there, a little bit of everywhere.
Lost in between the material and mental plane.
Yeah, seems to be kind of phased into the king's mind, maybe.
Oh, fun.
Yes. Fun times.
Seems that may have been a fallen knight sent us here to experience what the king is dealing with.
And you see him riding on. You all continue talking and traveling. The land is not getting any better. Galactor is the only one tall enough. Galactor, make a perception check. You're the one with good enough eyes as well.
A +2 sees nothing.
You look out and you see just this kind of haze. The haze is colored slightly differently. It's a little brighter colored, but nothing. It's still this dark red haze. that seems to be stretching on. You can't see where he is trying to go.
Oh, bless me.
Wait. The king will look back at you and goes, "And what did you hope to accomplish by coming in here?"
Well, it seemed better than just standing around there. Plus, as we said, we've been looking for you.
Oh, I keep sneezing.
But why did you come here looking for me?
I told you, your mental faculties did not seem very present on the material plane. Also, we weren't given a choice. A lot more of the second one than the first, I suppose.
And also, I remember we were told that we shall see firsthand how broken your mind was.
And from the looks of it, Bartorin looks around, gestures. Yeah, it's all pretty fucked up, man.
However, he was very wrong in his claims because the king's mind seems sound. It's just chaotic around it at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea who did this to you?
The man on the horse will look at you and goes, "I have no idea. My mind began to be changed, growing more and more distraught.
When did it first start?
I don't know."
Alright, when was the first time you started to take notice of it changing?
It was gradual. We don't have time in here.
How do you not have time? Bartorin's smarter than himself. Bartorin's not smarter to himself in Sylvan. Switching between Sylvan and Elvish, like, how the fuck does this guy not know his own mind? If he's just pacing back and forth, pointing to himself like, oh my god.
Jiaolu will sigh and say, "I believe we may have some idea who did this." And by some idea, I mean know for certain who did this.
By some off chance, does anybody happen to have anything of the king's?
Is there like a ring mold or something we had?
Yeah,
It was not the ring itself, but it was a mold of the ring.
it was the mold of the ring. That wasn't an amulet. No, it was a mold of a ring.
Mm-hmm. Anything a bit more concrete?
Let's see, pauldron.
Something that was
So we had the pauldron, we had the mold
something that
of
was
the ring,
possibly actually his.
and I saw the sword, but I couldn't grab it. I'd have taken that bad boy with me.
Pretty sure the answer to that is no.
All I have is stuff from Godfrey.
Yeah, it was a long shot.
Mm-hmm. But does he respond to Jiaolu's comment?
Rephrase that comment again?
But he said, "I believe we know who may be responsible for this.
Right.
In fact, we're fairly certain we know who's responsible for this."
If that is so, then why are you in here and not out there dealing with them?
Because, as my companion Jiaolu said, we weren't given an option to come here.
We were attempting to resolve the situation, but it seems we were forced to enter your mind. To witness ourselves how broken it has become.
Rather interesting. He
And
says
if
as
we
you continue on walking, you notice a white like tower standing out in the middle, kind of appearing behind you.
Mhm.
It is surrounded by the world you see, but it stands on its own.
Mhm. We wish to restore your mind to its fullest capacity. Though I'm not sure any of us understand how. But if in any way you can help us, we'll let you know who did this.
And he would go, I am uncertain on how you would accomplish that.
I see. Just for fun, you can do an insight check just to make sure he's telling the truth.
Sure. You're certain he is telling the truth.
Yeah, I was pretty sure.
He would go, I have been fighting these demons since they began. I have been fighting this against these beings that are in my mind since everything began to go sideways. I do not know how to stop it.
Is the last memory you have of you being near the river?
I do recall a river. I don't know. Possibly?
What about the name Wastri? Does that ring a bell?
No, it does not. Why should it?
Because that is who is responsible for this. Demigod that has usurped your rule over Greyhawk in order to move forth his plans.
Is that so?
In fact, he's just publicly been praised by you only a few days ago. Or your stand-in.
And Jalu will recount the speech and everything the king is planning and stuff like that. The fake king.
And then I tell about the time I went into the castle and about the guy I saw for reconnaissance purposes.
Mm-hmm.
The old man in the robe.
And by my rough estimation, I do tell him it's been about 2 weeks since the river incident, give or take. I forgot how many days we've been there and back and all that, but I think it's around 2 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh,
Here we go. Well, that is rather interesting. Seems like it's been an eternity I've been in here battling.
Seems that way. But back in Greyhawk, time has barely passed as such.
I suspect
mine can play tricks on oneself.
I suspect my body has deteriorated to some degree.
Jalu nods, semi-gravely.
As to be expected. And you see him continue walking on and arrive, and you all have basically arrived at the foot of this white tower.
Mm-hmm.
And he will look and goes, the last bastion of my mind. Of who I am, the only part of me that is left. I have defended it for Jinner. I have defended it since the beginning. Now it is all that is left.
Do you have any control over this world left?
Almost to none. My powers have been weakened. The endless fighting that I have been endured to has drained me of most of my strength in here.
Any way we can restore that?
I think we already asked that, but
He looks and goes, I do not know.
Do you remember where this plague began inside your mind?
I am uncertain. I don't remember it even. It kind of almost appeared gradually without even realizing it.
All at once, not from a particular location.
It was more gradual, like it just slowly began to develop.
Does there seem to be any kind of like swirling vortexes in the sky or anything else, like a black pillar in the background?
You don't notice any of that.
Ominous thing. No. So
I have a silly thought.
go for it.
I'd try pinching myself.
That's actually came across my mind too.
All right, so you try pinching yourself. You feel the pinch.
Basically, done a conscious effort to try to sever my tie to his mind, I guess.
It seems to have no effect.
But now my arm hurts.
Make a. Do. Give me an Arcana check.
Interesting.
You don't feel that you're attached to his mind so much as you are in his mind.
Imprisoned, perhaps?
Essentially, yes.
Ah,
That this is the inside of his mind and you are physically here.
okay. Well, unless you all have any ideas, it seems we're going to be here for a while.
Seeing that, Gloctor is a kind of a sorcerer and he deals with chaos and stuff, and this is a very chaotic going on here. Does he have any kind of sense or feeling of like a pool of where it could be strongest in this area?
Not really. It seems to be all encompassing. The only area of calm seems to be around this tower. Like the rest of everything just seems to be all encompassing.
How big is this tower again?
It is fairly tall, several, probably 100 feet or so. It kind of radiates out, like it's almost just like this light radiance out, and right around it is, it's lush green and stuff like that. But that is all, and it's very narrow, and then beyond that is, well, what you see. You see the king walk up to the tower and push the door open.
Follow?
Well, Charlie's gonna ask first before we follow in. It's okay if we enter.
You may enter.
Charlie nods.
He was not allowed to follow.
I guess not.
Wait, what I miss?
Sock left.
Sock went to AFK.
Oh,
He's muted.
dragging back up here, I guess.
Sure.
Sock.
Welcome back, Sock.
I think he's still muted.
Oh shit.
He went to AFK.
Somebody stopped talking long enough, they went AFK.
Didn't even give me a notification or anything.
It
Nope.
won't. Outside of the sound of it clicking over into the channel.
I don't think it even plays that.
Does it?
It did for me.
Okay, as we enter the tower, what do we see?
The tower, it reminds you of towers you've seen. It is pristine, again. Untouched by taint. You would imagine this is what the tower in the castle would look like. It has a very similar look to it.
take just a cursory glance around at their like anything substantive in there, or is it just empty room?
It seems to be reasonably empty. Well, I mean, it's like, like there's stuff in here, but it's not. How do I phrase this? It doesn't seem like it's actually used. If that makes any sense.
Mhm. Okay. It's mostly like decorative stuff.
Yeah, basically, there's tables, there's bookshelves and all that stuff, but it doesn't seem to be like they've ever been touched.
I'll look at the king and I was like, so why is this bastion the last place to hold out? Is this a strong memory of yours from a war or something?
Because it is the last place I've been able to defend. The last bastion of my mind. The last bit of who I am. If it falls, then I will be completely lost and completely gone.
I suppose for the time being, until we find a way to exit your mind, we may help you defend this bastion.
That would be a good idea, whether he loses his mind entirely in here or his body wastes away. I'm pretty sure we'll go with him.
Is that so?
Maybe.
As far as I can tell,
This
I believe
Jolly
we're
reflects-
actually here. However possible that may be.
Jalu basically looks like he's kind of struggling to grasp with the concept of this.
Chungus has already taken a nap on the floor.
Okay. Let's take a 5-minute break. I'm going to be something to drink, and then we'll come back and y'all can discuss and figure out what y'all want to do from here.
All right.
All right, I'll be back myself.
I'm gonna fill up my water real quick.
Yeah. Take a tinkle.
Okay.
So how did we get where we are?
My best guess is that a Blackguard channeled negative divinity of some kind to send us here into a hellscape of the king's mind who he's been torturing. So he probably
Oh,
already had
fun.
some magic stuff set up to be able to do so.
Okay, because the last thing I remember, we were in the ruins.
Yeah, we were standing in front of where the Blackguard and the wizard had been. The
Mhm.
wizard teleported away.
Oh, right.
And
Yep.
the Blackguard revealed to us that the king's physical
he
body
opened-
was in like a room they were holding him, and he was kind of wasting away like he hadn't eaten in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what I missed.
pretty rough. And he started looking up at the ceiling, like that far off look, and then Zhao Lu decided to walk forward, and as he did, there was a voice of laughing and like, "Oh no, I'll show you how messed up his mind is," and
Yeah,
got teleported.
I wouldn't be
Basically.
surprised
Fun.
if there'd been like
to the combat.
a magically hidden like arcane
Yeah,
circle or something in that
probably
room to transport us into his mind.
Because Markso was so excited when I walked forward, and he's like, "Yes!"
Oh, God
Pro-
damn it.
I was hoping we'd
He
actually.
was hoping somebody
not
would
just
walk
stand there.
forward.
Yeah.
Walk forward instead of walking away and continue to search the rest of the place for the king.
Indeed.
Well,
What
I
else
mean,
would
he
you
just
do?
showed us the king, so
Yeah.
and there was nowhere else to go in the castle unless we wanted to go talk to the gobbling.
Yes. The goblin. The halfling goblin.
Gated
goblin
behind
halfling.
the tight squeezes that
Yeah, because
throwing enough rolls at will eventually fail.
Yeah. the only person that speaks goblin is Galactor, right?
I believe,
Yep.
And he's too big to fit through.
basically.
Pretty much.
Most of I was able to fit is because I had really good dex rolls.
Just makes me wonder if technically we have the cat with us too, or if Mark's is gonna be like, "Oh, didn't get ported." I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably just get
It
him.
only works on humanoids, not
I know.
animals.
Well,
That's
it works
how
on humanoids, so he's technically a cat, so it doesn't affect him.
he gets transported in here and he's just a regular cat again.
Meow. Like, ah, fuck. The cat's a cat.
Why can't the cat talk?
Meow, because it's a fucking cat.
Yeah,
Like, 'cause that's what I was missing. Is like, how did we get from dungeon, like
I know,
ruin
right?
basement to mindscape? It's like
We're
that's point A. This is point C.
Yeah.
Where's
we're
point
still
B to
technically
connect
inside
them?
the dungeon.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, how did we get from dungeon to here? And
Okay.
that being,
Very quickly.
Outlaw walked forward, and we got sent to the hell to this dude's hellscape of a mind.
It's just kingception. We're
Yeah, pretty
inside
much.
the king, inside the dungeon, and we need to go deeper.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, I don't know how it started. It was just gradual. Like, dude, how the fuck do you not know what the fuck was on your own goddamn mind?
Magic.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, I didn't vote for this king. You don't vote for kings.
Corruption doesn't manifest itself. You don't realize it until it's taken over you.
Right.
So if someone just casts Dispel Magic, this will be over.
Sure.
It probably needs something closer to remove curse or
Yeah, I was
stronger.
gonna say, probably
Yeah.
remove curse or greater restoration.
Yeah. Or wish.
That none of us have.
Wish
Yeah.
can solve
Wish.
everything.
Very useful right now.
It's like, I wish for the king to be returned to full right health.
Well, I don't get the spell magic until I can cast 3rd level.
Hmm.
I don't get remove curse until I can cast 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get greater restoration until I can cast 5th level.
And when is that?
11 maybe?
Damn.
Maybe
So,
9 or 11 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
5 to 7 more levels.
I'm back.
Let's see, when can I? It doesn't actually say. Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Mm-hmm. So, is everyone back now?
Yep, I'm back.
Oh, no one
I'm
person.
here.
I do apologize. I was actually getting my dinner.
No, that's all right.
Food is good.
Yeah, Mark's here. So everybody's back.
I've been here the entire time.
Oh, okay.
Just off in the shadowy recesses of this dude's mind.
Yep. It's like, what, were you hiding behind some rocks or something?
Yeah, I was, actually.
Like, that dude's scary. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
Probably the right decision. I mean, it almost killed Chungus and a bunch of other people, so...
Mm.
Only 2 people.
Yeah, because he wasn't going to kill the other ones after those 2 died.
No, because then I activate Radiant Soul and fly away.
There you go.
To where?
Wherever I want, I can fly.
There you go. Wait, are you, Warlock with the Celestial Pact?
No, I'm an Aasimar.
That
She
too.
has celestial blood in her.
There you go.
All right. So, back to where we left off.
Mhm.
What do you do now?
Well, what's the king doing?
He has walked in and taken a seat and is meditating.
Okay, that's the case. Guess Charlo will do a quick prayer to Istus. Or something. But after.
I could perform a wedding ceremony. Just saying, it's an
lucky,
option.
Who's the lucky groom, huh?
The king, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations.
He's marrying the cat.
Oh.
Clearly.
You're doing a quick prayer. My plan is to do a long prayer.
Okay.
Which involves the lighting of incense and doing a bunch of ceremonious things and basically trying to in whatever way I can attempt to consecrate this last bastion of his mind to protect it.
Okay.
And trying to ask for guidance.
Okay. How long does that take?
As long as I keep doing it.
And when you stop?
When I get an answer.
12 years later.
And if you receive no answer?
Somebody else will come up with something.
Okay, so Jelly's
I mean,
meditating.
come on, I worship the god of death and I am attempting to gain favor to prolong his life, basically. Attempting to, I forget the word, but get Ouijas to recognize that if this man falls, the entire thing is going to fail.
So where does the hellscape actually start around this bastion? At the walls? A little bit past the walls? Is there grass?
There is no wall. There is the tower and this little circular patch of grass. It's maybe 20 feet wide from the edge of the grass to the tower, and that is all.
You said that's like within an aura of light?
Sorta. The tower
like
kind of
that.
radiates out just so slightly.
Gloster would like to walk the perimeter and see what's kind of holding off the hellscape.
Okay. So you wander around the grass. So you walk around the grass. You're unsure. It just does not seem to have overtaken this tower. You can't tell. Furious typing.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Ellie, you hear Ouijas respond, but it is so garbled you can't understand it. It is like it's being drowned out or blocked out somehow.
Does any of it come through at all?
Not in okay. Like you can hear it, but it's garbled. It's like You're getting it all
I-
at like once.
I raise the rabbit ears out of my hair and twist them around a little bit.
You get some tinfoil. You get a coat hanger. Oh man.
You need Jalu to hold it up for you.
Ooh.
Well, okay. Anyway, sorry.
It does not seem to help. It is very, very
Well.
garbage. You get the impression that you are somehow like something about. There's something about the chaos that's overtaken his mind that is basically blocking out external.
Mhm.
Well, I'm still with the group. I'm just kind of still quietly mumbling prayers and stuff because at least it sounds like something's getting through, so maybe it'll help protect them while we're figuring out what's going on.
Yeah, maybe.
Should have gotten the satellite.
Yeah.
That's why you get cable.
Generally, just kind of
That too.
look around, see if there's any clues of any sort, just anything that's auspicious.
You look around. It is just it is exactly as a tower would be, like in the kingdom. Like, it
Okay.
is, I mean, it's basically as if it's been set, like you would have it, but nothing is used in it's just a pristine tower.
Can Galactor find the steps to go to the top of the tower?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, Chungus mumbles this in his sleep.
Okay. Good to know. Alright, Galactor, you find a set of stairs that does seem to lead upward. It is a spiral staircase. I'm assuming you're taking it all the way to the top?
Yeah.
Okay. So you arrive at the top, you push open through a little trap door, and stand on top of the tower. As you look out in all directions, the hellscape extends beyond the horizon. In all directions. The clouds, you're almost up to the cloud level, and they're almost like a cloudy lava. It is that thick. It is excruciatingly hot up here, and lightning will streak across the sky still. But it is just, and it kind of swirls, like it just kind of parts around the tower.
Gotcha. Galactor would like to stand in the exact center of the top there in this tower, and he starts flexing with a purpose to center himself to calm his chaos to see if he can mode with the peace that is of the king's.
Okay.
To see if he can get any kind of what is causing everything to come in.
You folks, and you do kind of take all that in. You can't tell where it's coming from. It does seem to calm, like the tower seems to calm you. And quell your internal conflicts, but it does not seem to allow you to pinpoint where it's coming from externally.
My flexing's like Jalu's meditating. That's how we center ourselves different. The same.
Yes.
We'll go with that.
His flexing is a martial art in itself.
Gotta flex them biceps, baby.
Think.
Well, at some point, it seems like our characters are probably going to need to officially rest.
Yeah.
They might.
We are quite spent in resources of our personal exhaustion is quite high.
Yeah. Especially if we're gonna help defend, we kind of need our strength back. So.
Especially the two people who are almost dead.
Yeah.
And I feel
Yeah.
like Chungus still has. I think he did frenzy once, so I think he has a point of
Yeah.
exhaustion. So
I did
All right. Time to take
last session.
So does anybody have any other ideas for the moment, or should we make camp
No
inside
idea.
this dude's brain?
It's totally an amazing sentence right there.
I wonder what I want to title this video now.
Mm.
So if this is his mind, why doesn't he just make a scroll of wish appear and then make it all go away?
He's lost a lot of control over his own mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you asking in character or out of character?
Out of character.
That's not exactly how that works.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I was just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
So if I cast an area effect spell in here, how many times does it hit him?
That's a good point.
He just starts kind of having convulsions and seizures in the real world. He just starts screaming incoherently.
What happens if I use thaumaturgy to start recoloring the fires?
We gonna turn into like a disco, or like a rave?
I don't know. Maybe I could find the secret combination that would
Yeah.
click
Break
him
his
out of it.
mind.
Play a game with Simon Says to clear his mind.
Yes.
goes
Red-
from red to blue to red to blue. Now he's having an epileptic seizure.
Don't
Oh
miss, it
my
might
God.
damage his synapse.
The king's mind has been restored. Unfortunately, now he's a blibbering idiot.
Mm.
Kind of an upgrade. Sorta.
Well, I'm really thinking about it when looking at spells like Calm Emotions.
Mm. Maybe.
Or Sanctuary, which I guess has changed a bit since the old days.
Sanctuary allows you to place a sanctuary spot, and then you can return back to it.
Mm.
At least that's the way I remember sanctuary working.
That's what I'm saying. It's changed since then. Now it's say they have to make a Wisdom save to attempt to attack the warded creature.
Wait, really?
Which, yeah, it might be similar to the old one, but anyway.
Or
Calm
maybe I'm thinking
Emotions.
maybe I'm thinking of a different spell. Let me go check.
Calm Emotions is the big one that I'm curious about.
Also, when looking off the edge of the tower and looking out, can I see anything other than fiery trees? Do I see anything moving other than wavy?
Not really. No. You see a bunch of like the ground cracks. You see flows of lava and pools of magma and stuff like that, but you don't notice anything like any kind of creatures or anything like right now.
Let's see.
See, it's really curious to me because it says it can end. You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. I don't know if that would have any effect though. And Weejoss is screening my calls, so
The line's busy.
He hater button you.
Oh, I remember what it is. It's word of recall I was thinking about.
yeah.
You return to your designated sanctuary.
I think Sanctuary, I might be wrong, but I think it used to make a creature untargetable, and now it's a Wisdom save to try to target them or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. You gotta make if you try and attack them, you have to make a wisdom saving throw or you stop the
Right.
attack. Which is interesting.
Yeah. Especially if it's like against a large group of people with crappy Wisdom saves, you can try to protect somebody using that.
You can also create a choke point. You can also put like Chungus in the front and then just like choke point it away.
Right.
I mean, if they're attacking us, they're not very wise.
Funny.
Anyways, sorry to
Meanwhile,
sorry
back
to
at the plot.
tangent a little bit there.
It's fine. So, what is your plans? What do y'all think?
We're trying to rest for now.
I believe a long rest, unless
Yeah, attempt to do a long rest unless something pops up.
You're going to attempt to take a nap inside his mind. Or sleep.
well,
You
As
can
you
ask
do.
cozy
you can
enough.
ask if it's okay to sleep in his mind.
I mean, do you want to
We don't
sleep in the tower or do you want to sleep outside?
I'd vote tower personally.
In the tower seems more appropriate. Also more awkward, but fuck
Yep.
it.
You are now his personalities.
Maybe I'll rub off on him a little bit, and he'll dedicate himself to Weejoss after this. I'll
Something
keep
about that seems
whispering.
morally corrupt if you're trying to stop somebody else from doing the same thing.
I'll keep whispering nice things about my deity into his thoughts.
All right. So you all hunker down, find places to rest and eat. What food you have. And take a long rest.
Yay, spells.
Hooray. Key
Hey,
points and
rages.
superiority dice.
How much
I
does
want
that allow
superiority
people to
dice.
heal, or is it a full heal?
It's a full heal.
Long
Nice.
rest is a full heal.
Full heal restores hit dice and spell slots, key points, all that good stuff. Resets all your
Glockter,
abilities.
Glockter will look at the king and ask, when
Wha-
you come under
what-
attack, oh, go ahead.
While y'all were sleeping, the king is gone.
Damn it, this is why you're always supposed to have an elf in the party.
I'm a half elf. Technically,
You
I didn't
sleep?
really need sleep. So I
You
could have theoretically kept watch.
Do you have trance, or do you sleep?
I
Yes.
sleep.
Sleep.
So, yeah, unfortunate.
So at some point, the king has left.
Guess we just stay here and wait for him to come back, or
Uh,
anybody want to do anything?
I'm not thrilled with the idea of sitting around and waiting to see what happens. I'd prefer to be a bit more proactive with saving
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, but kind of at a loss for what to do right now.
I'm also not sure when the last time was that they fed the king, so he might be getting pretty close to physical collapse.
The DM will point out the fact that you killed the guards.
But not the Blackguard.
True. But do you think he's the one cooking lunch?
We didn't kill all the guards.
Well,
There was the one.
That you sent away?
No, he ran away.
Right.
Maybe.
No, we sent one away and another one ran away.
Maybe the actual cook here is the gobbling.
I mean, you're forgetting we have the cat. It's back in everything, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know where the cat is.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. But if he's back with the physical,
In any case, I'm not going to assume somebody's taking care of the king's body. Like,
Yeah,
we need to
fair
get out of here.
Can Galactor go back upstairs and look out and see if he can see if the king's white horse and shiny gold armor, because that's got to be bright enough that I can notice something glinting.
Sure, if you'd like to try.
I would also be interested to go and take a look.
Alright, so you all go up the stairs and
Sure.
arrive at the top of the tower again.
Yeah, I didn't look the night question mark before, so
Wait, what?
I was saying I didn't look before we rested, so I'd be curious to see what I can see anyway.
So I imagine there's no day-night cycle in this mind scape.
No,
So
everything looks the same.
Is there anything to attempt to see with perception, or is it a lost cause?
I mean, you can try. I don't know if you'll see anything.
Well, that's all it takes.
Galactor just wants to see if he can see anything that would he think might be the king.
You don't.
Is there anything of interest to be seen with a 15?
There is not. Oh, well, you do notice that the grasses seem to get a little shorter. From the edge of the grass inward has gotten just
That was going to be my other question.
Well, friends, it appears the king is losing ground. Literally.
Yeah, he's given up on the inside.
I
Need
don't
to
believe
find a
it's
way
so
to
much.
reinvigorate him.
I don't believe it's so much given up as just wearing down.
That too.
Does the evil seem to be coming out from a source or like an epicenter or something?
You all have not noticed any kind of epicenter, no. It again, it seems to be all encompassing. From your perspective, it seems to be all encompassing around this tower at this point.
I guess search the tower.
kind of thought Jalu already kind of looked around, but maybe not hard enough. I don't know.
At least
Maybe
I'm
more
personally at a loss,
Me
unless
too.
we're just waiting for something to happen.
Feels like we should be proactive somewhere, but it's just like
Yeah, I don't know where, and
it's too alien to my brain.
the idea of just wandering in a random direction doesn't seem like the best idea.
Did the king leave any tracks?
Any horse droppings?
You can try and look.
Well, let's look for tracks.
Yeah.
What would that be?
Well, for Chungus, that would be nature. Or survival, I'll give you either one.
Nature's higher, so it's probably not going to help very much.
Ooh.
Jalu, you notice little differential. You notice the ground looks a little different in one direction.
Okay, Jalu points out to the rest. Were we gonna say something else, or just?
I was going to say, it is not the direction from which you came from.
Okay. Yeah, Jalu points out.
Well, I'm not interested in just sitting around waiting, so this seems like as good a clue as any.
Clue, yeah.
It's better than nothing.
Fair.
At least now we can wander off on an educated guess.
Quick question
Yeah.
for you, Mark. So,
Quote unquote educated.
I have some candles in my backpack. Would Galactor know about how long these candles would burn from their current height to being all the way out?
Sure.
About give or take, how long would a whole candle last?
About 8 hours.
8 hours. Before we leave, I will set a candle on the table and strike one.
Okay.
guess we follow the quote unquote tracks.
Follow the horse crumbs.
Yeah, pretty much. Sounds like a plan.
And this is where we're going to call it a session.
Hmm.
A little early tonight. Congratulations, you are now level 5.
Hey.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Woo!
This experience has hardened us.
How do we level up again?
Need to go into the library and then